Run was very good at the Valley, showed good natural speed, $5.40. I think that represents a pretty safe each way investment. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Chesty to move in. 9 races on the program. Weather conditions pretty good. The sun has been shining. 50 mils of rain for the week. Great racing service at Cranbourne. Snoop out of the gate, showed speed in its 2 outings, led at Colac from the inside gate. Electric General looked pretty good beating it that day too. Went to the Valley, sat behind them on the fence and then got very tired the last 100 metres. And Snoop is being led up to the gate. She's drawn out today, as where her previous run she's had gate 1 and 2. And we're just about ready. True Brew, there was a little push for him early, but he's got out. Lucipality's the favourite. $3.80, $3.30 with the bookmakers. All set for the first at Cranbourne. Gates are back. Art Critic in gate 2 fairly away. Eye of Zorro missed the kick 3 lengths, and Lucipality flew the machine. Went straight to the front from Snoop, and Eyes of Mono going fast. Joshua 4th. They were followed by Chesty, and on the improved wider out is Exford. A length away is Art Critic. True Brew beaten for speed from Lord Jetson, and 2 lengths away is Eye of Zorro. Rounding the first bend at the 600, and Lucipality with a clean set of plates leads the way. It's a long neck in front of Snoop. 2 away is Eyes of Mono chasing the leaders from Joshua. Chesty outside of it. Exford 1 from the rail, and Art Critic on the improve on the fence. 2 away True Brew. Then came Lord Jetson and Eye of Zorro. Lucipality comes towards the bend, and Vlad Jurek has got a fair hold on it. Leads the way. He gives it a click up now. It's got away by 2 lengths on Snoop. Eyes of Mono. Exford on the fence. Then further back to Chesty, and True Brew coming right down the outsides, coming with a cracking run. True Brew. It's flying after Lucipality, who still leads the way with Eyes of Mono, but True Brew eating up the ground wide out, took the lead, and that's a big win. True Brew won it by a length. Eyes of Mono and Lucipality from Snoop and Exford. Then Eye of Zorro beating home Chesty, Art Critic, Joshua, and last of all Lord Jetson. Big win. Slow out of the gate, True Brew. Drew at gate 1. McLeod went back near the tail. Pulled out on the bend. And even at the 200 metres mark, I thought it was going to win. It was giving them a long start. But has wound up and has come with a great run. $6.80. It was $4.40 on track. It was $4.380, $4.40. Has paid $6.80 and $2.10. Wasn't let go in its trial. Trialled okay here and looked well in the yard. A 3-year-old debutante by Brief Truce. Reese McLeod for Never Needs has come with a barnstorming run to win. 6 has run second. And that is Eyes of Mono, given every chance, Danny Brereton. And third going to number 9, that being Lucipality, who showed tremendous speed out of the gate. Here's True Brew letting down, and he just puts pay to them in one stride. He was in one class, and the other horses were in another. Most comprehensive in his victory. Quinola's paid $15.60. Exacta $30.80, $30.80. Trifecta $104 neat. $104 neat on 13, 6 and 9. Fourth prize going to number 12, that being Snoop. Steve, that was some sort of a win, wasn't it?
Melody just started to get a little tired in the closing stages, and the winner under Reese McLeod, True Brew, just wanting to duck in a touch, but certainly finished the race off powerfully.
I was surprised the horse got so far back in its trial. There wasn't much pressure, Steve, and it was able to race handy wide. I think it was 1 from the outside and was just beaten in that trial, but when the gates opened, it didn't know much about it, got a long way back, but gee, it was travelling coming around the bend.
Yes, certainly was, and as I mentioned, trained by Never Needs, and he's had a lot of success with this family. It's a half to the likes of Wizgar and Jaloka and Licola, who've all been very good bread and butter performers.
I just see Michelle Payne having a bit of a walk on the track, Steve. Michelle Brendan Cormick told me one of the best pieces of advice I ever had when I first came to Victoria. He said, you just watch Michelle walk the track and then follow her in her first ride. She will get it 100% right all of the time. I wonder if there's any pattern going to come out of that. There's Michelle riding later in the day. I think she might have a ride. Her next ride comes up, or her first ride comes up with Yawn, number 13 in the next. So we'll keep an eye out for what she does on Yawn in the run. Here's the winner coming back, True Brew. Super Vobus horse, 3-year-old chestnut gelding by Brief Truce out of Olco Maluna. Is raced by EA and W.G. Griffiths. The double-up syndicate managed by and also raced by Miss S. Burston, A. Kelly, N. Eads, L. Kelly and also D. Eads. Never Needs at Cranbourne, and Reese McLeod, the winning rider. Second going to Eyes of Mono, given every chance, Danny Brereton. He tried very hard. He was nickled at coming down the side. Robbie Lang. Third, Lucipality, Vlad Jurek and John Gunning. And he just had a bit of trouble with the last 100 metres, but he boxed on fairly well. Here's the winner coming back, Steve. You've got a few happy owners down there with you, mate.
Yes, there's certainly quite a throng. This horse trained by Never Needs, of course, and what you were saying, Terry, about Michelle Payne, she is a remarkably professional young lady. At the last meeting here, for some reason or other, they were having problems with the vision of the replays in the jockey's room, and she came out to me and implored that I could solve the situation because she was that adamant on seeing where the winners and place getters had travelled in the run. That was her reason for watching the replay. And she's a tremendously professional young lady. So very much on the ball there. Reese McLeod bringing this winner back, the newcomer. Very good performance from this winner, number 13, True Brew. From the inside gate, drifted back, came to the outside and prepared by Never Needs. Very distinctive colours of the gold and black as Reese unsettles. Jockey's returning with a degree of mud, but they're not totally splattered here. We haven't had significant rain in the last 12 hours or so, but this track, of course, is a genuine heavy here this afternoon at Cranbourne.
Racing service, Steve, isn't it?
Sorry?
It's a great racing service, given the rain you've had in this time of the year.
Yes, it certainly is, Terry, and it's quite a different base to many of our other tracks, and that can be a trick for punters too, because some horses who do handle rain-affected ground don't necessarily relish it here at Cranbourne. But I think if you flick through your form guide and find those horses who are proven on the soft ground at this particular track, that form invariably holds up.
I'll be interested to see what Reese McLeod has to say to you when he comes back, what sort of rap he puts on this horse, because that was certainly above average, something I think we expected it to race well on its trial, but not quite that well, Steve.
No, certainly not. It was quite a commanding win at the finish, and still a little green, so there's some scope for improvement there. Reese just having a chat to Connections, and quite a happy group. And we might grab a quick word with Reese as he returns to the scale. Reese, can we have a quick word as you're heading back? Good performance from a first starter.
Yeah, it was. They burned along a bit early. I thought I'd nearly lead, but he didn't show much speed at all. And just through greenness, having his first start, he got back in amongst all the dirt and didn't really appreciate it. As soon as he got the outside, stretched out, hit the line pretty well.
So there's still a little scope for improvement there, something to learn?
For sure. And he'll probably be a 7 foot, almost maybe even more, you know.
And this track, fair dinkum heavy, extremely heavy. How would you rate it?
She's pretty heavy. If you get a downpour of rain, it'd be borderline.
Terrific. Well done on your first winner. Thanks, Reese.
Thanks very much.
Reese McLeod aboard the first winner here at Cranbourne this afternoon, number 13, True Brew. And Richard, good performance from that first starter.